Hey crawlers, welcome back to another episode of the Piston House Adventure. Guys, we're making a lot of progress, and I know my birds are thinking I'm talking to them right now. I can just sense it. They're getting crazy in their cage like they always do. Anyways, guys, I'm a plane. Check it out. So I have my tooth pulled, and all I got done in the Piston House world is I built this little itty bitty miniature plane. Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't worry, guys, I did more. I built this guy too. It's my little crane. He's got 2 wheels. It's got a little thing. Comes down here, picks up blocks. It's pretty cool. I like it. I had builder's block, and that sounds interesting, but it's similar to writer's block. So I came over here while I was watching Jag Thunder's Build It Better, and well, this is what I came up with. I was watching his airplane episodes. I'm like, I bet you I can build one better than that. I couldn't. Alright, so sun's going down. World's coming to an end here. Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright, guys. Oh, that's not right. That's 0. Alright, like I said, I had my tooth pulled. I couldn't do any recording. And so I've spent a lot of time in the world lately. And I guess the first thing I'll show you guys is an update from last episode. Last episode, I showed you guys my mob spawner, and I told you guys I was going to make a mob processor. Well, here's the mob spawner if you guys missed the last episode. Up at the top here, I have 2 spawners, and then they interject in the center, and then they move down into this section, down into here. Now, I really like this, and a lot of you guys are telling me to make some changes with this top design. But I'm really liking it because I like how it breaks up the thing. Now, the only thing I would change is the fact that this top part, this sort of rim, kind of feels a little unflowy compared to the top. So I'm thinking of possibly changing that around just to conform a little bit with this top thing. And you can see that my mob grinder is working. It's working pretty good. And then another thing someone suggested, instead of a... God damn it! Stop it! Stop it! Alright, we're cool. Last thing was I had... Let's see, I had a zombie. I had a skeleton, a creeper, and a wither skeleton. But wither skeletons don't spawn in there. And then someone mentioned the zombie villagers. I'm like, Dewey, I really haven't been playing so much when zombie villagers actually were spawnable in mob spawners and stuff. So yeah, so there we go. There's our new addition. What do you guys think about the about this one? I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I tried popping out the eyeballs like this, and I didn't really like it. Even though the eyes are popping out on all the rest of them, but this one, I don't know. There's something about it. It's just driving me nuts. I don't really like it. I'd prefer this one. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys like better. And of course, I have it on both sides. Look at this thing working. We're working. It's going. It's going. Another thing, guys, you noticed I had to actually change this. Originally, this was going out, and then it fell into the middle of this section. Now it comes out all the way and falls towards the end. Now the reason I had to do it that way is because I needed a higher fall rate once it got to here. See, once it got to this point, this level, I had to go down, and then I had to move it over, and then the people had, or the mobs had to drop. Well, that wasn't 23 blocks, and I needed more than 23 blocks, so I had to adjust this out and drop it down over here. So now it goes down into that So there's the sort of changes on the outside. Still haven't done anything with the little park area over there yet, but I will be getting to that. Now, another thing, if you guys might notice there's a little bit of lag, and that's because it's another part of the room that I'm working on right now, which I'm going to explain why I'm getting lag, and I just found this out. Another thing I changed, guys, is my front door! Woohoo! Okay, my last door, if you guys remember, it kind of opened up in a zipper fashion. Kind of opened and closed like a zipper. You know, I specifically made it so that the bottom one would go first, then the next one, then the next one, all the way up. And then when it opens, it would open like a curtain from the bottom up. You know, not like a zipper closing or opening, but kind of just like, it's hard to explain, but, you know, basically it closes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would close like that. Then it would open from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And it was a cool little animation. However, it took a while. It was a little annoying to look at. And the wiring was way too much for how small the actual door is. So I changed it around, and this is what I got. I have a 4x4 door, and I actually, god damn it, birds. Okay, oh my god, guys, stop it. Jesus, I'm gonna put them in the room when I'm recording. They're getting really annoying. So it is a 4x4 door, and I got it from somebody else. However, I was working on my own design when I ran into a problem, and pretty much the one I was building, someone had literally just made and uploaded, and they solved all the problems I was having, and so it's good stuff. So let's go ahead and open this up. Really cool animation. Go through. There it is. Not a lot of wiring, and then it's closed. In fact, let me get some light in here because mobs are gonna spawn in here. And let me see, can I show you guys the wiring? Now, the only problem I have with the wiring as of right now is the fact that it raises up to this point right here. So I have this sort of to tell me that I need to do something with it. So I'll probably end up using these half slabs right here to clean it up. Where is it? Instead of these, like this, because it's really the only thing that's gonna look decent. But if we go ahead and tear this out, I could show you guys really quickly this wiring. Like I said, I've gotten so much done, guys. I want to show it all to you today, but I don't know if I'll get to all of it today. Let me... Oh, I guess really nothing right there. There we go. We're not going to be able to really see it. I kind of got it all torn apart here. And I really don't want to open it up. But whatever. Alright, it's identical on both sides, so I'll just show you guys the one side here. God, would you... Jesus. Alright. Alright, so here we go. So here's my little T flip-flop down here. Nothing special, just simple T flip-flop. Which I will no longer be using this one. Just because it's annoying me. The only reason I'm using it is because I need a really fast timing. It needs to be pretty much instant when I open it up like this. I want that T flip-flop to be as quick as possible. Okay, now here's where I want to show you guys this. You see this right here? This is what compacts it. This is what makes it super compact, and this is what's the problem I was having. I swear to God, I will strangle the shit out of you. Shut up, or I throw you out of the house. God, they think, oh my God. I'm gonna have to put them in the other room because they're like I just had my tooth pulled, so I'm already not in the best of moods. So okay, so like I said, T flip-flop, all this wiring right here. This is kind of what makes it compact, and I'll try to find the link of where I got this from, and then you guys can see it's like Code Crafted, or you know, one of the guys, TT Lemon or somebody. Okay, so basically this little smart piston is what allows the system to be as quick as it could possibly be. Now I was working on getting most of this wiring to where I needed it, but this right here just solved the problem entirely. I was very happy about that. So you can see that the piston shot up and then shot back down. Powers a couple things. Powers this over here, and it powers this right here. So it's really cool. Really cool. This one actually doesn't do anything, I don't think. This one. I took it apart to get it working how I wanted it, but I'm pretty sure that is unnecessary. The only thing I could think of that doing is messing up the piston, because you know, as you guys know, 2 blocks above a piston, the piston don't want to work. So that closes. Yeah, I think that's what it does. But anyways, that's that. I'll come back and fix all of that later. Now in the last episode, I did tell you guys that. All right, I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna kill my birds, and then yeah, we'll get on with this. All right, guys. Sorry about that. We're back. Birds are in the other room, squawking and squeaking, getting really annoyed at me, but I don't give a rat's patootie. Let me go ahead and move my mic here just a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, now, so the last episode I showed you guys my little waterfall things, and I actually did this intentionally to hide a hidden passage. However, the passage is only one way, so it's sort of in and out at the moment, and the button is right there. And this is 100% my design because it's bulky as shit, so I know that it's no good. Yeah. So look how bulky this thing is. I really want to freaking compact it. I'm just don't want to do it just yet. And then that goes right back to what it is. Now there's quite a bit of wiring to this, so let's go ahead and get into this real quick. Okay, I'm sure I have more wiring than necessary. Some of you guys can figure it out. But it is fairly quick, which is nice. Stupid sheep. Where are they coming from? I swear to God, they're spawning down here. Actually, those two are the same color. I hope they're not from my sheep farm. Speaking of sheep farm, that's another update. Went around, had to adjust some stuff for the sheep farm. So let's break this up. Have you guys take a look at what's going on. I should have just left this stuff all broken up, but whatever. Make sure I don't break up any wiring. And there we go. And everything that's pretty much here I think needs to be here. I'm not sure about this guy though. Or this guy. But that guy does. Okay, so the wiring, when it comes in here, let's see if I can do this, is actually right here. Okay, so that button pushes into this dropper with seeds into this item hopper. Item hopper is facing into that dropper, so the item will come into this thing, get picked up by the comparator, And then once it's picked up by the comparator, it will go back inside there, because it's pointing into it. So basically it just presses. There's a really cool sort of thing you can do with this system with really compact wiring. So if you guys ever want to check that out. And then over here into a T flip-flop, and that kind of what's making this a little bulkier than I wanted it to be, because I got to bring my wiring out over here and then down. So what I'm actually going to end up doing, guys, is bringing the wiring over here and then bringing the wiring down here into a T flip-flop. And this way I can have my button up there and I can have a button in here. Right now I can't actually get to that with another piece of wiring to flip that T flip-flop. I just can't get to it. So I'm just gonna have to run wiring this way and then set it up to a T flip-flop down here. That's all I can do. And then this is just my wiring for the door itself. And then over here, as we get down over here, this is all the wiring for the mechanism to open and close these pistons. One of which is stairs, and another one which is solid blocks. That's this one right here. So what that does is when it closes, this one right here is going to retract and pull down, and then that sort of smooths out the transition here, because if you guys see down here, that's one low there, same thing over here, one low, and that's the idea behind that, is just keep the water from flowing out. If I tried to level it out, it wouldn't work. So that's going to drop down so that when the water comes down here, it'll just sit in there. This pops up so that the water doesn't spread out here and destroy all these plants, and so that it just kind of looks cleaner too. Up here I have some glass because I need some damn light. And the only way for me to get some light in here decently with this dispenser still working is to put a piece of glass here. I tried putting the light right here, but I can't power the light without it affecting that dropper and this dispenser. So it's nothing I can do. So but it still looks pretty good, and when you're walking up here you can barely see any of the wiring, so it's really not a big deal. And let's go ahead and take a look at the animation again. So that comes up, and then this one drops down just like that. So all that wiring down there is basically just timing to make sure that you know, the water doesn't spill out and all that. That's all that is. And that's pretty much it, guys. This right here is just to get the wiring down. It's vertical wiring. That's it there. I got more stuff to show you guys today. Let me fix this up. I will forget this one, however. I know I will. There we go. And again, I want to get the way the wiring's switched around so I can have a button on this side and a button on the inside. So basically the inside of there is supposed to be like the downstairs of my bedroom. That's sort of the idea. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get back in the house. Open this puppy up. That thing is so quick, I love it. Nothing's changed in here except that I changed the color of the ceiling in all the rooms. I have a different color for every room, and I'll have a different one back here. The green is just supposed to be the hallway. Yeah, so I'll have a different one back here, and it's not going to be green. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. And here's the door and my downstairs, which I'll have. Alright, coming back through here, you guys can see I have like a web of crab here. I wanted to test this out to see what it would look like with all this, all these vines growing, and so far, not a fan. I don't know quite what the top section here is going to look like, but I do know that at least the floor is going to be at least right here. And so I don't know if I like this or not. Stupid mobs. just haven't lit it up enough in here. Yeah, that's just a big problem I'm having at the moment. Mob spawns. There we go. And alright, so let's move on. Let's go over here and let's go to the next. Why is that taken down? Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next floor. This is actually faster than flying, surprisingly. Okay, and what's that? Ugh. I gotta light up all the areas, like the mobs are spawning in crazy spots. Okay, so here is the new and improved sheep farm. You guys can see here I have this little play area for my sheep. I thought this would kind of be cool. Right here. It's a nice little play area. If you guys can think of something for me to add, I'm thinking about adding like maybe a little pond. I just didn't want them bouncing around, all bouncing around in the pond, so thought this was kind of cool. And you guys might be able to see that I'm lagging here a bit when I'm looking down, and I'm going to show you guys why that is in a minute here. But yeah, I think this looks pretty cool. Also, I don't know if I showed you guys this in the last episode, but I actually edited the texture pack for the glass. The glass is now solid in the center instead of the little frills. And it's the same thing for the glass panes. The big thing with the glass panes, however, is that if we do something like this, and we're using glass panes, oh wait, no, that worked fine. At one point, there was a solid. Wonder why it did that. For some reason, at one point, it went completely solid and only had a border. Wonder why it did that. Anyways, well, this works. Wait, unless it's vertical, like, nope. No, that's fine too. Sweet. Okay, so I thought I had a problem with that, but no, I do not. Everything looks good. And then I got this section in the back, and this is where my mobs fall down right here, so I thought that kind of looked cool. It's so loud over here, Jesus. And sheep farm's still working good. Did a couple tests the other day. It's all good. Looks like we're at about 20 minutes into the video or so, maybe 18 minutes. I want to make sure I could show you guys everything. And then next, we're actually going to go down, of all places. So, alright, so I'm on the wrong floor. Alright, I keep forgetting that I can only access the bottom floor from this floor. I haven't changed it around yet. Oh, no. I moved. Oh, I got out of it. I should have stayed in it. Alright, so here it is. And it was supposed to look cool when you drop, so you're in here and then you're lowering. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so this is the item sorting. This is my my storage. And now I combined my storage area with the mob processor in the back there. So over here I have the outbound, so items that can't be filtered, and then over here I have items that you throw in there into the system. Now at the moment, although I have all of these item frames, I don't actually have any of the filters set up quite yet. They're at a default state, but they're not actually set up. Every single one of them has a bunch of placeholders. So I haven't put the correct item in there, and all I got to do is come in here and place 6 of whatever the item is, and that's it. That's all I got to do, and then it's good to go. However, I just haven't done that. Also, if you guys noticed here, I also don't have an item elevator set up yet. See? This is the input, and it goes nowhere. So no item elevator just yet, but it's all in place in the back there. And then you keep coming down. And notice, I don't know if you guys could tell, but my frame rate jumped over 50% right there. If I go back here, I'm at 20 frames per second right here. And over there, I'm at 55 frames per second. So, this is something interesting I found out. Item frames are considered entities. If you guys look at my entity count up there, it's the little E. Let me show you right here. E shows 9 out of 385. Alright, when I place an entity, it's going to show 10. Oops, actually, something disappeared over there. So, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. Yeah. You see that? That sucks. Why does that suck? Because the fact that I'm looking at this many entities on the screen, look at that, 165 entities. That's what's lagging my computer right now. This is the fact that I had this many. I had over 1,000 entities when I first used MC Edit to copy all this over. I had an item frame on every single one of these and every single one of the filters in the back. And it came out to over 1,000 entities I was looking at over here. My computer was running at about 15 frames per second constantly. It was no bueno. No bueno at all. So I had to remove every single one and then only place them as I was putting them up here. So on the filters in the back, I'm not going to be using item frames just for lag's sake. I'm going to be using signs with a name. So I'm just going to type it out what it is. Item frame is going to be so much easier to use, but the lag is not worth it because they're all considered entities. It's really annoying. So I started sorting them. Again, I told you guys I had my tooth thing, so there was a lot I couldn't do. I couldn't do any recording, couldn't do any Bioshock or anything like that. But so I went in here and I did a lot of sorting for the items and that kind of stuff. So I got all my wool up here, my dyes, all that stuff. So it's really cool. Then over here we have my mob processor, which I just noticed there's no light over here. And oh my god! Nope, not gonna answer that. I have my mob processor. Now, at the moment, I've got 4 out of the 6 I want working. The other 2 are going to be kind of up in the air. I'm not sure what I want yet, but the wiring is just horrendous at the moment. Like, I haven't tried to compact it at all. Well, I'm always trying to compact while I'm doing stuff. What I mean is each time I put something in, I have to move something out of the way from the previous one. So it's just like nothing is working together well, that's for sure. At the moment, with all of them off, they just fall down. They fall down, die, and then they get picked up by these item hoppers. Rail cart things. And then they get put into this guy right here. Notice that I'm getting a lot here. I'm already stacking up quite a bit. Here, get all those. So it comes down and they go into there, and then of course that'll go into an item elevator up into my system. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so but all the T flip-flops work. So I'm gonna show you guys the 2 that don't actually work at the moment. This one right here doesn't work. Turn that off. This one over here doesn't work because there's nothing. Well, the T flip-flops work, but that's it. And then the ones that do work. This one right here opens these up. And yes, there is a few spots for some reason that don't want to pick up items, and I can't figure out what it is. There's just a couple spots. See, right there. There's that one. I gotta figure something out. I'm thinking of using soul sand. Actually, is that what I used? No, I didn't. That's netherrack. Actually, I have to use netherrack, not soul sand. So it won't work. Unless you guys can think of a better way. Okay, so when I press this one up here, this opens this up, and this has a water drop. Now, what that does is basically allows you to have like a an adventure sort of system. So it's sort of chaos mode, I call it. So the mobs will drop down, then they'll start wandering in here. So when you come down here, this place will be just filled with mobs. So that's the idea behind that one. Very, very useless. You probably don't want to ever use that one. And I just noticed something. Just noticed something I don't like. This was delayed. Why is that on 2? That should not be on 2. There, now it should work better. It should look cleaner. Yeah. Spiffy. Okay, and then the next one. Again, I keep forgetting what these do. This one's a water drop. I know that. Alright, so if I come in here, that's just your regular water drop to keep them alive. And that's sort of to work hand in hand with this one. That's a crusher. So it's to keep them alive so you could do your little crushing thing. And then this will get them to a point where you could actually kill... Hey! That's not supposed to do that. Do I have too many items in there? Let's try this again. And at the moment the water's on, so the guys that are going to fall up there, they're still going to live. Yeah, there we go. What? The hell's going on? What the hell? Why is it taking so many times to kill him? The other guy died. That is so weird. I know the system's set up right. I've done testing. The first one died. Something happened. I don't know where it is. But anyways, so that's the crusher. So we want to turn the crusher off. Let's turn the water drop off. And let's use this one up here. Now, it's best to only use certain ones in concession because the item dispenser that's dispensing water pretty much work off the same ones. So if you click one off when the other one's on, then it will turn off the water instead of on the water. And it'll get complicated. And this one right here actually catches them on fire. So that also turns on the water up there. Okay. Make sure this is working right, and it is. That turns the water, and then it will just burn them all to death. So, it's a nice another way to kill them. Sweet. And we could turn that right off. Okay, guys, so just to recap, we have Chaos Mode. Opens it up. Just lets whatever out. Turn that off. This is a water drop. That keeps them alive. Badoo, hello. And then this one is the crusher. Crush, 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 crush him, crush him. And you should be able to just use your hand. There you go. See, just use your hand and kill him. See, that was right. That one worked. Oop, that's a fire. That wasn't supposed to happen. Let's try that again. Yeah, see? Ah, crap. Jacking stuff up here. So you're not supposed to use certain ones together. And I just did that. So at this point, that water should be on. Good. Okay. I'll probably figure out a way to prevent problems like that in the future. But at the moment, that's how I have it. And then we can just turn this one off. That's the water drop. And we can turn this off, and that'll close that up. And this guy, we can just burn him alive. So you can just kind of have all kinds of fun. So the only buttons that actually work, even though I have a billion buttons here, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All the rest are sort of just aesthetic stuff. I think it looks cool. I kind of like it. I probably won't change it much. And, okay, so the wiring... Let's go ahead and turn this off. The wire... Oh, you know what I just realized? I need more light. Let's do it that way. When none of these are on, there's no light right there. Get up here. Okay, so the wiring for this is a little chaotic at the moment. Like I said, not really compact all too much. But still, for what it does, I think it's surprisingly organized. So the T flip-flops are basically all of these double hoppers, double droppers that you see. So double hopper, double dropper, T flip-flop, T flip-flop, T flip-flop down there. There should be 6 of them. T flip-flop, T flip-flop, and T flip-flop right there. I'm just showing you guys this in case you guys want to rummage through the wiring in the download. And then all of these wooden buttons are basically just to change the direction of the redstone. If I don't, then what happens is this will conflict with these pistons over here. Yeah, that'll conflict with this piston, and it'll conflict with the lights. So it has a problem with the lights, and this one right here will affect that light. So not just that light, but the light it's also attached to, because that light and let's see if I can. That light and this light are attached, so without that button, this one will light up too. So it's just kind of a way to organize my redstone. Same thing here. If I don't do that, then it'll click that over there, which is attached to some pistons. It's just a lot of compact wiring, and it's, for the most part, it's just difficult to try to keep everything from conflicting with each other. You would think it would be easy, maybe, I don't know, but it's definitely not. How did you spawn? Where are you from? I don't know where you spawned. Maybe right down in here. Maybe right there. Maybe right here. There we go. I don't know. I'm trying to light up everything. Alright, guys. I think that's going to be it for me today. I have been just, like, so busy with this. I've probably spent a good 15 hours on all the content I just showed you guys. So the next episode will probably not be so filling. I might go into more detail about some of the stuff and maybe even build some stuff with you guys. Alright guys, that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And as always, keep crawling and don't get your tooth pulled, because that hurts like a bitch. Keep crawling.